Ever feel like you're just hitting a wall with a tough problem, either at work or in life? What if I told you there's a blueprint for that? Stick with me for the next 5 minutes, and I'll walk you through a proven framework to help you solve challenges faster and way smarter.
Oh, we've all been there, right? Staring at an issue, feeling completely overwhelmed, not even sure where to start. It's a universal frustration. But here's the good news. It's a frustration you can absolutely conquer with the right approach.
Okay, let's get right into it. The secret is to stop thinking of problem solving as some random stroke of genius. Instead, think of it like an architect's blueprint. It's a systematic way to get from, here's the problem, to problem solved, even when the path forward seems super foggy.
So here's our roadmap. We'll start with the foundational 5-stage blueprint. Then we'll stock up your cognitive toolkit with the essential mental skills. We'll cover why a growth mindset is your secret weapon. And finally, we'll look at how to put it all into practice. Let's do it.
First up, the core framework. Now, this isn't some rigid checklist. Think of it more as a powerful, flexible guide for navigating any challenge you face, whether it's a complex team project or just figuring out what to make for dinner.
And here it is, the 5-stage life cycle. Identify, analyze, generate, decide, and implement, and evaluate. Each stage builds on the last, creating a clear and powerful process. So let's break them down, one by one.
Stage 1 is all about defining the problem correctly. And honestly, this is where most people go wrong. Look at this example. A weak way of framing it is, we need to redesign our app's onboarding. See how that jumps straight to a solution? A much stronger, more neutral way is, the drop-off rate during our app's onboarding is 30% higher than the industry average. Now that is a data-driven problem statement that really opens up the investigation.
Next up, Stage 2, analysis. This is where you put on your detective hat. You can't just treat the symptoms, like, say, high employee turnover. You have to dig for the root cause, the underlying disease, which could be anything from a toxic culture to poor management. You have to keep asking why over and over again.
Let's move to Stage 3, and this is where the magic happens. Ideation. The goal here is simple. Go wide. Don't judge your ideas yet, don't critique them. The initial aim is pure quantity over quality, to get as many potential solutions on the table as possible.
Need to kickstart that creativity? Try a technique like Scamper. It's an acronym that prompts you to think differently. Can you substitute a component, combine it with something else, adapt an idea from another field? This kind of systematic questioning can totally shatter your usual thought patterns.
Okay, you've got a mountain of ideas, fantastic. Now in Stage 4, it's time to get critical. This is where you filter your brainstormed list through the cold, hard lens of reality. Which solution gives you the biggest impact for the least effort? And what's actually achievable with the resources you have?
And finally, Stage 5. You put your plan into action. But, and this is key, it doesn't end there. You have to measure the outcome. Did it solve the original problem? This stage creates a feedback loop, because what you learn here makes you a better, sharper problem solver for the next time around.
Now that we have the blueprint, let's talk about the tools you need to actually build the solution. These are the core mental abilities that power the entire problem-solving engine.
The first and most fundamental tool is critical thinking. This is your ability to take a step back, question your own assumptions, and dissect a problem into its component parts. It's that little voice in your head that says, wait, are we sure that's true?
Paired with that is its equally important partner, creative thinking. If critical thinking is about taking things apart, creative thinking is about putting them together in new and unexpected ways. This is the skill that absolutely fuels Stage 3, ideation.
So, the crucial question to ask yourself is this: are you seeing how everything connects? That's systems thinking. It's recognizing that a change in one area can create unexpected ripple effects everywhere else. This prevents you from fixing one problem only to accidentally create 3 new ones.
You can have the best blueprint and the most advanced tools, but none of it matters without the right foundation. And that foundation, that operating system for your brain, is your mindset.
This slide illustrates the core difference perfectly. A fixed mindset views challenges as a threat, a test you might fail. But a growth mindset, a concept pioneered by Carol Dweck, sees challenges as an opportunity to learn and develop your abilities. This is non-negotiable for building resilience.
A huge part of a growth mindset is being aware of your own mental shortcuts. Because let's be honest, the human brain is powerful, but it's also incredibly lazy.
It loves to use biases to make quick decisions, and these can silently sabotage your best efforts.
Take confirmation bias. We look for evidence that proves us right and ignore what proves us wrong. To counter this, here's a great tip. Actively play devil's advocate. Force yourself to find 3 pieces of evidence that disprove your favorite idea. It feels weird, but it's a powerful way to pressure test your logic.
All right, let's get practical. Knowing the theory is great, but problem solving is a muscle. You absolutely have to exercise it to make it stronger.
On your own, you can sharpen these skills in really fun ways. Logic puzzles like Sudoku directly train your analytical reasoning. Riddles force you to think outside the box. Even keeping a problem journal to reflect on challenges you've faced can be a powerful exercise.
And don't forget to practice with other people. Activities like escape rooms or even simple role-playing scenarios are fantastic low-stakes environments for practicing collaborative problem-solving, clear communication, and creative thinking under a bit of pressure.
Here's a brilliant, slightly weird technique from the world of software development. If you're really stuck on a problem, try explaining it step by step out loud to a rubber duck. I'm serious. The simple act of articulating the problem from start to finish often makes the flaw in your logic instantly obvious to you. The duck doesn't even have to say anything.
So, what's the most important takeaway from all of this? It's simple. No one is just born a good problem solver. It is not a gift. It is a skill, built through deliberate practice, using a framework like the one we've just discussed, and nurturing a mindset that sees every challenge as a chance to grow.
You now have the blueprint, the tools, and the mindset. The only thing left is to put them to work. So, what challenge are you going to tackle? What problem will you solve first?